Okay, gems, we're gonna get right into it. So today is gonna be a carnival inspired look. As you can see, I already started on the brows. So all I'm using is the BH Cosmetics palette to fill in my brows with this awesome purple color that you guys see, while I'm mixing it with the NYX Mulitasker. This is one of my favorite methods in getting colored brows. So just follow and see how I do it. I just start off by filling them in and then creating the shape afterwards. Now I'm going to use my Shape Tape in the color Tan Sand and clean up underneath the brows. By using such a popping color such as Tan Sand is going to make my eyebrows look way more defined. The trick is using a concealer that is lighter if you want to get more of a fierce brow, and if you want more of a natural brow, you use something obviously geared towards your skin complexion. This method is really good for carnival inspired looks or any dramatic looks, because the lighter you go on the brows is the more defined and the more dramatic the brows will look. I'm just making sure I blend that out. I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush. I love their new line. You guys really should check that out. It's super soft, super easy to wash. I love it, and it really does a great job blending. As you can see, I make sure I blend in between my brows because you do not want that unibrow shape, and you make sure you blend it out on the lid. I'm going to be taking my Stilla concealer. This is Deep 14. That's my shade, and the foundation comes with a concealer. So this is the concealer that the Stilla stick foundation comes with. I love this color. It looks great. I normally use colors that are closer to my complexion on the top of my brow because I want it to look a lot more natural at the top. I do not want any flashback or anything like that up there, so I make sure I use something close to my complexion. I'm going to blend it out, and as you can see, it created a great shape with the two concealers. Now I'm going to take my Sasha Buttercup and I'm going to set all of the concealer that I use. So I'm making sure I set this because I want the colors to pop on my lid a lot better. Now if it's still in a crease or creamy base, it's going to make the shadows crease eventually. And now I'm going to be taking my Dermablend foundation and putting that over my face. I'm using my Dermablend for this video because I definitely believe that Dermablend gives me the best coverage, especially since I have a lot of pigmentation to my face. And I'm using my same Sephora brush to blend in the foreheads and buff out underneath my neck area, as using this TJ Maxx brush that I got. By the way, that TJ Maxx foundation brush is amazing, and if I can, I'm going to try to put a link to where you guys can get it. It's super soft, and on top of that, it really gets the job done. After all of that, I'm going to take my Sasha Buttercup and then set it, but before I do that, I'm going to use the same Tan Sand and get my eyes and cheekbones kind of to pop out. So as you can see, I'm going to place it in the areas that I want a brighter look. So underneath my eyes, my forehead, my nose, things like that. And I make sure I blend it all over my eyes, all over my nose and my forehead, and I'm using the same Sephora foundation brush to do this. By putting a little bit of light concealer underneath the jaw, when you contour, it basically makes it look a lot more intense and more defined. So that's just a little trick. As you guys can probably see, it's already contoured just by me doing that. So you can see at the side of my cheeks, it's already having some type of contour just by me adding that lighter shade. So this definitely makes it stand out more. Now I'm going to set my face with my Sasha Buttercup, and I'm going to try to apply as much as you can. Try to apply as much as you can, because the more you bake is the better it comes out, especially for looks that are carnival looks or party looks. I'm also using my aerosol, and I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. I'm going to put that around my mouth area, my nose, and my forehead. Anywhere that I want it to be brightened, that's where I'm putting that. Now I'm using the BH Cosmetics palette to get my colors in. First, I'm going to be using the Kiss Contour Kit, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade, the third color that you guys saw, and I'm going to blend that into my crease area. Now, as you guys can see, I'm using this lovely brown because it really is an amazing transition color, and I feel like even though it's a contour kit, I'm all for making stuff into nothing. So if it's a lip gloss, girl, I could definitely use that as an eyeshadow. Like, I'm all about versatility. I'm going to use that purple from the BH Cosmetics to kind of start blending in with that brown, and as you're going to see, it's going to change up the tone, but it definitely warms up the purple by you applying that brown shade. By the way, the brushes that I'm using are the BH Cosmetics brushes. I have shown you guys all these products in all my other videos, so you guys can see a little bit more of in-depth review when checking out those videos, but I'm going to have everything in the description bar below. And where you see that open space, that's where I'm going to add another vibrant color. So similar to having that lime green. So I'm going to be using that sky blue kind of teal by my eye underneath. And as you can see, it creates like a very light to dark smoky eye effect underneath my eyes by you doing that. Now it's time to gloss it up, honey. So this is the fun part. This is the exciting part. I'm going to be mixing, this is Vaseline and cocoa butter and Vaseline with the e.l.f. Cosmetics lip gloss that they have. So I'm going to be mixing that, but first I'm going to be using the new MAC eyeliner. This is the wheel liner. I want to say I'm going to do a full review on this, but I don't know. Like, I'm super in love with this liner. It does an amazing job, you guys. Like, it's so precise. Like, I couldn't even tell you how great it is. So I just might do a separate review on it. But as you can see, look at that wing. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get bomb, and it's super precise, which is why I like it. This happens to be the matte one, so this is not the shiny one. You have the option of getting black shiny, and you have the option of getting matte. I'm all for most of my looks being matte. And if I did want it glossy or a little bit shiny, I know how to switch it up and add that. So I definitely got the matte because I feel like it's a lot harder to make my products matte than shiny. So now that that's done, I'm going to go back to mixing the gloss and the Vaseline and then applying that on my lid. You need a flat brush, I feel, because it really helps you get into the parts where you want the gloss to be. So how I want it to reach closer to my brow, I definitely needed a flat brush for that, and it's just a lot easier. Like, I can be really precise where I want the gloss to go. So I'm not going to put any gloss on the liner, because if you're going to wear lashes, this is very important. If you're going to wear lashes or anything involving like glue or anything like that, you need that dry area. Obviously, if you put the gloss or the Vaseline on that, it's definitely not gonna stick, or if it does stick, it's gonna have you looking crazy because then it's gonna come off. So you don't want to look busted and crazy in the middle of your party or the carnival event that you're at. So definitely make sure that you're mindful of that. Make sure you leave like a little space from that gloss. So that's why I say use a flat brush, use something that is precise where it can really determine where you put that gloss, because you do not want to look crazy, honey. No. As you can see, that's basically it. I'm not putting any more gloss, but I'm going to be adding, of course, my glitter. These glitters you can get from Sally's. I definitely got them from Sally's. They're super affordable. You can get all different kinds of colors. I believe they're Bitsies or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I'm probably chopping their name, but they definitely are bomb. I'm definitely going to try to see if I can find the link so you guys can purchase these glitters. Now it's time for the lips. For my lips, I'm going to be using Huda Beauty. It is, I believe, Trendsetter. Then I'm going to be using the e.l.f. gloss and putting that over it as well. I'm going to be using my Kiss contour kit for the highlight. As you can see, this highlight is bomb. I'm in love with this contour kit. It's super affordable, and when I tell you guys the highlight is beautiful, it is beautiful. And also the colors. This is in the deep shade, so this is the deepest that they do go. So that's the only thing. I feel like they do need to make maybe a darker palette, just because I feel like this works for my skin tone, but like for people that are darker than me, I really feel like, you know, this product is really great and they should have like at least one more shade that's a little bit darker. But that's just like a little pet peeve of mine. After that, I'm going to be putting the same gloss and Vaseline mix that I had, and I'm going to be applying gold glitter as like little crying, I don't know, like I call this like little crying glitter. I don't know, it just really makes that look have that more carnival feel or like fantasy feel. So I just had to add that. Like I felt like it definitely went with the look. So that was basically it. And plus I couldn't find my rhinestone, so I had to have more type of glitter. You guys, you know me, I'm the glitter queen. So that's how I did that. And this is basically it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and see you soon. Bye.